Fear the Great. I've only heard of it, but I didn't think it was real.
A system to destroy the world by absorbing malice and giving it a physical form. That is the program known as Fear the Great.
System? Program?
To simplify it even more for you, idiot, it means that the world is going to be destroyed by the malice of the stupid humans.
But why does this have to happen now? Is this the work of the aliens too?
No, the activation of Fear the Great can only be done by an order from God.
God? Isn't God supposed to help us?
God isn't here to save humans. God is not like demons and angels. He presides over the entire universe, but he isn't on anyone's side.
It's his job to pretend to have almighty power and keep order in the universe. The extinction of human beings, when compared to the vastness of the universe, probably isn't that big of a deal to him.
However, there must be some reason Fear the Great was activated. Why has God decided to destroy the humans?
Is it because Fen didn't say his prayers seriously? Well, according to what I've read, Fear the Great is activated when the amount of malice on a planet exceeds a certain level. It has been activated 7 times in the past, and the targeted planets and their residents have all been completely wiped out. Every planet in the universe is said to be equipped with this program.
Getting killed by your own malice. What an ironic system.
So, was Nemo the trigger that activated Fear the Great? Most likely, yes. Fear the Great possesses the person with the most malice and continues to grow by feeding on malice all around the world. We have to do something before it's too late.
But what are we supposed to do?
The human world is full of malice. It might already be too late.
Crying about it isn't going to turn things around. Isn't there a way to stop Fear the Great?
Unfortunately, not that I know of. It can't be helped. No one has ever successfully stopped Fear the Great in the past.
Then it's up to us to change history with our own hands.
If you're that determined, then I'll go ahead and open the path to Fear the Great. Only we, the ones with the power of light, can do that.
Thanks. God, watch us now! We'll stop this arrogant system you've created and crush your ego!
Is that even possible? Fighting a system that was created by God?
What's the matter, Disco? Are you saying that you're afraid of God?
No way! Disco will beat the crap out of God!
What about you, rascal? Will you follow the destiny that was laid out by God?
I'm gonna go with you, of course. So what about God? I can't be a demon if I'm afraid of him.
What do you say, lass?
Do you even have to ask? If I save the world from this crisis, I'll definitely become the ruler of Earth. There's no reason for me to ignore this awesome opportunity.
Fenric, are you? Actually, never mind.
Yes, all is for my lord.
Then shall we head out to rebel against God?
Please wait. Why didn't you ask me?
Are you sure? You'll be going against God. You know that, right, Angel?
Still, I want to come. I have responsibilities too.
Okay. Then do what you want.
Mr. Vampire, you're not going to ask me any questions, are you? Aren't you curious to find out what happened between me and Nemo?
I can wait till you're willing to talk about it. After all, that's what allies do for each other.
Allies? So you accept me as an ally? I'm honored.
The real final episode! Ties deeper than darkness!
I've opened up a dimensional path to Fear the Great.
Thank you, Lady Flan. I can't imagine what would happen if any of the other archangels found out about this. I'm so sorry for all the trouble.
Oh, it was nothing.
Huh? I don't know what exactly it takes to open up a path to a dimension, but archangels seem to be wicked cool.
How cool is that? Cooler than a final boss? I don't want to flatter myself, but we are super cool. We're so cool. Final bosses can't even compare.
Really? I don't know if I agree with that.
Ah, it looks like Celestia is running low on intelligent officers as well as on funds.
Hey! I'm said to be the most popular and powerful archangel in all of Celestia! You're being super rude! Plus, these eyes of mine are very good judges of character. They're even better than the Seraphs! I think. I'm the one who discovered Artina, you know.
Seriously? Then, can you scout me too when I die? I so don't want to go to Hades.
Someone who's scheming to take over the world could never be an angel.
How do you know? If this lady can be an archangel, I'm pretty sure I can too.
You can't have my position! I'll never recruit you!
What? Why not? You suck.
That's it! I'm determined to stop you! You're banned from Celestia forever!
Please stop, Lady Archangel. Your dignity as an archangel.
Oops! Oh, you're right. Well, everyone, please take care of my Artina. Make sure she returns safely.
Don't worry about that. You can count on me.
Thank you.
It's only natural to protect an ally. There's no need to thank me.
Oh, right.
Valvatores knows that the Thief Angel is officially Artina now, but his attitude towards her hasn't changed a bit. He's actually acting more indifferent.
You have no idea, do you? He's totally holding himself back. You can tell he can't stop thinking about her.
He's just trying to cover it up, huh? Desco's excitement is now stimulating her libido.
Shut up, you lascivious females. My lord couldn't possibly be thinking about women before the final battle.
Oh yeah? Isn't it about time for you to grow apart from your master, huh?
Kill you.
Desco will protect Big Sis.
There's no point in saying that from behind my back.
Could you guys please start acting serious already?
I'm not sure if I should feel reassured by their lighthearted attitude or not.
We're raising a rebellion against God. We should feel completely confident. Everyone, let's go beat up the almighty God!
Tyrant Valvatore's rebellion, which started in Hades, the prison of the Netherworld, has grown to become a rebellion against a system created by God. There were no hints of despair or hopelessness in the faces of those headed into battle. The only things that were apparent were that their hearts believed in the future, and they were determined to carve out their own paths with the strength of their own powers.
The hell? It feels pretty weird in here.
Desco hears strange noises too.
Yeah, sounds like someone moaning. This place is creepy.
You are a demon, aren't you?
It must be the voices of human hatred. Fear the Great is really gathering a lot of human malice.
We just have to defeat all that malice, so Fear the Great will lose his power source!
Yeah, but how do we fight something that's not actually here?
forgive you.
Whoa! Who are these guys?
They don't look normal.
These are the physical forms of malice. These physical manifestations of malice are wandering around, looking for targets to take all of their anger out on.
The product of fools. It's enough to make me laugh.
Some of them seem familiar.
Indeed. But their images are too accurate to have been created by the current humans from Earth.
Yes, all of them were created by one human. The human that we know all too well. The human who possesses the most malice.
Are you doing this, lass?
Are you out of your mind?
My lord, please listen to them. You should be able to hear his voice.
Destroy. Destroy. Humans. Everything. Everything. And everyone who took everything away from me that one day, and who have forsaken me.
Is this... Nemo? Judge Nemo?
But what is he talking about?
Producing this much malice by himself. He must be holding on to a tremendous amount of hatred. So much, in fact, that God has forsaken him.
What could have caused him to be this way? Well, not that I can. Everyone! We must defeat these bodies of malice! Destroy his personal hatred and return them to ash!
Huh? So can we defeat Malice?
Nothing is impossible for Big Sis. Let's keep this up and defeat them all.
All of them? How much more of it is out there? Oh, I don't see an end to this.
That voice.
What is this? The voices are in my head!
The emotions are flowing in. These feelings.
It hurts. So much pain. So much struggle. The sadness. The despair is taking over.
However, the strongest of all is anger. Or is it hate?
There's no forgiveness. I'll destroy everything. Father, mother, everyone I love, and Miss Artina. I won't forgive them. Those who took everyone away from me, and those who didn't do anything to protect them. Humans, demons, and angels. I'll destroy everything.
Is it over?
For now, at least.
That was scary. Disco thought she was gonna go crazy.
I feel so dizzy.
Anyway, why don't you explain now? You know what's going on, don't you? Those words of hatred. What's his motive? Revenge? It sounded like the deaths of you and his family had something to do with it.
Hey, you don't have to be like that. You're making it sound like this is Artina's fault.
That's true. Miss Artina is a good person. She's so good, she was killed by her countrymen for treating their enemies.
And the world is about to be destroyed because of her hypocritical actions. It's only natural she's to blame for this.
You're right. I know I'm partially responsible for this.
Huh? But isn't that weird? Hasn't it been a while since Balvatore stopped drinking blood and lost his powers?
About 400 years, I think.
Then Artina must have died about 400 years ago, too. There's no way Nemo could have met Artina.
Actually, I have met Nemo, and he has survived for 400 years to punish the humans for their sins.
400 years? Humans can't live that long.
Yeah, his soul should have been hunted down by death a long time ago.
No, he evaded death and survived all these years, even after his body had crumbled to dust.
So, is he a ghost?
That's correct. He only exists by the will of his soul.
A ghost, huh? No wonder he was able to appear in Hades and then on the moon.
A vengeful heart that remains, even after losing his body. He must possess so much hatred. Is it because of what Fenric said? We don't have much time. Fear the Great will keep growing through absorbing malice while we stand here. You'll have to tell us the story of Judge Nemo's birth as we keep moving ahead.
There they are again!
Deceiving, hating, hurting, killing among friends, compatriots, neighbors, and humans. They have no right to live, and those who just watched and didn't do anything, I will punish them all!
Killing among your compatriots? I wonder if he's talking about Artina.
Miss Artina was killed by her allies under suspicion of being a spy.
But why is he so obsessed with the death of someone who was not even involved with him?
That's because he actually was involved with my death.
What do you mean by that?
He was the reason I was persecuted.
What? So was he the key enemy personnel that you treated?
Yes. That man was Judge Nemo. My death is what triggered Judge Nemo's birth.
And that's the responsibility that you were talking about. And I'm also partially responsible for this. If I had killed everyone there while I was enraged, this wouldn't have happened.
But that was because I stopped you.
This is no longer a weight that you must shoulder alone. Don't blame yourself too much.
No human is trustworthy. The word faith is only a fantasy. Not a single man possesses such a thing. Doubting innocence, betrayal, humans killing each other. These are all because of the humans. So
Are all of these Nemo's voices? He's despised humans for 400 years. What the hell happened to him?
We might be able to gain a clue for extinguishing Nemo's malice by getting to the bottom of that. It's time for you to confess, Thief Angel.
Fen! Just because your precious lord might get lured away by her, you don't have to talk to her like that.
Idiot! How dare you!
Sure, I'll explain. I'll tell you everything.
Then let's start with Judge Nemo's true identity.
He was a soldier, an intelligent man who had already become a lieutenant commander at a very young age. My country and his were in an extended war, which had started long before either of us were born. The everlasting hatred was painstakingly portrayed by the punishment he received after failing his mission and getting caught by us.
Artina's story vividly depicted the unbearable brutality of humanity. The enemy stripped away the soldiers' last hopes and replaced them with pain. After he survived his ordeal of being in the enemy's hands, he was suspected of being a spy and was betrayed by his own country. His country punished him by taking away his beloved family. It was the humans and the war that seized the soldier's dignity as a human being and created Judge Nemo.
So you were the one who saved him?
Yes. He happened to wander into my treatment center near the border. He was extremely dehydrated and malnourished. The doctors and nurses had already escaped the war zone, and only a few patients and I remained.
What a fool. You should have run away with the others.
You're right, but I couldn't.
And that's why you were killed by your allies?
Yes. I have no regrets. I followed my own beliefs. The only regret I have is the promise I shared with a certain vampire.
Just stay on topic for now.
Mr. Vampire wasn't the only man who suffered because of my death, however.
Judge Nemo, huh?
He wished to end his life, but the war wouldn't allow that. Once again, he was taken hostage by my country and forced to live.
What a horrible existence. Of course he would hate humans after that. My nightmare can't even compare to what he went through for real.
To him, Artina must have been like a stream of light in the desert of his despair.
His hatred toward humans must be immeasurable.
But he fought against his hate for as long as he could. His conscience and reasoning told him that revenge wasn't the answer. However, he was dragged further into the darkness by the evils of humanity until, finally, his rationale was broken. I was always right there by his side, but without my body, the only thing I could do was shout to him with my silent voice. He concluded that humans were only good for hurting each other, including their loved ones, and planned his revenge against them. But this was only to be the beginning of Judge Nemo's scheme. He then aimed his hatred towards demons and angels for letting humans run rampant, and determined that they were just as guilty.
And the rest is history, huh?
I visited him many times after Lady Flan took me in. Of course, my voice was never able to reach someone who didn't believe in angels.
That is really sad.
I wanted to stop him, no matter what. So I sought help from Lady Flan.
How did she respond to your pleas?
She said we needed funds to prepare for the rising Armageddon. So I worked as hard as I could to collect as much hell as possible, as quickly as possible.
After all your efforts and being labeled as a thief angel in the netherworld, that robot was the end result?
Great ones or X, right?
Is that Archangel mentally okay?
Well, Lady Flan's prophecy about the rising world crisis was accurate. It's just the solution that she prepared was that thing.
Basically, your mission wasn't to collect money. You were only trying to atone for your guilt.
Yes, I'm fine with not everyone agreeing with me. I'm only here to take responsibility for my own part in this.
Looks like you really mean it. Fine. Although we have differing motives, we're aiming for the same result. Fenric, any objections?
I'm not fully convinced, but at least we now have a clue to defeating Nemo's malice. I have no objections, my lord.
Excellent. That's my Fenric. I'm counting on you.
Understood. All is for my lord.
Stay out of my way. Get out of here.
Why don't you tell us your plan, Fenric?
Well, it's nothing great, but I'll need to test the waters first.
I made a vow to myself. I'll destroy every human being. For myself. For my family. For Miss Artina.
Judge Nemo, do you think that's really the most righteous thing you can do? Do you think Artina would be pleased with your actions?
Miss Artina?
That's right. Didn't Artina save you at the cost of her life? Would a woman like that seek vengeance? Don't you think this would only disappoint her?
Disappoint? Miss Artina?
How is this happening? Fen-Fen's being nice.
This is unbelievable, Mr. Fen-Fen.
I'm more surprised that he was actually able to carry on a conversation with Malice.
Judge Nemo, you can hear my voice, can't you? You're purposely trying not to see the angel in front of you, aren't you? Can't you see her?
An angel, you say? There's no angel here. I can't see her.
I know you can. You're just in denial. You just don't want to admit the fact that a woman who died because of you has gone on to become an angel.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Talk to him, Thief Angel.
Can you hear me?
That voice is...
Yes, it's me, Artina. I'm right here.
That's impossible!
It's not. You've been deceiving your own eyes and heart. The woman who stands here is none other than Artina. She has watched over you ever since she died. She has tried to speak to you countless times to save you from your own curse. But her voice never reached your ears. Now, that voice is desperate and pleading.
Mr. Werewolf.
It's as if he's seen it himself. I'm rather impressed by my servant.
Artina! Artina!
That's right, Artina is here. She doesn't wish for you to destroy the world. Your actions are only breaking her heart.
Artina! Artina!
Fen-Fen is right. Please don't do anything more to hurt Artina.
Miss Artina is right here with us. Please believe us, Mr. Nemo.
Yeah, just believe in her, and you'll be able to see her.
Artina! Artina! Ah!
Uh-oh, he's breaking down.
Don't you dare speak her name, demons! Only I am worthy of calling out her holy name! I, who dedicated my life to exact retribution for her death, am the only one who can utter her name!
Please stop. I don't wish for any of this.
No! You're lying! That's not true!
Damn. I suppose my words weren't enough to tame his malice.
You can't trick me! I'm gonna destroy the world! I'll kill you all!
Bastard! Are you saying that you're even going to kill Artina?
Miss Artina is dead! Humans and demons are both responsible for killing her! So I'm gonna kill all of you! My life was saved by Miss Artina. So, I'll dedicate my entire life to punishing all human beings and the entire world. That's my atonement.
He's done. He's becoming fanatical. He won't listen to our words.
Looks like we shouldn't have mentioned Miss Artina.
We might have to just defeat each malice we find, one at a time.
No. We have to make him acknowledge Artina's existence in order to break him. He must admit that Artina, the main purpose for his vengeance, has reappeared as an angel. If he understands the truth, that revenge is not what Artina wants, then his actions and his very existence will be invalidated. Such mental damage will be much more effective than any physical damage could ever be to Judge Nemo.
You may be right, but is that why you were being really nice to him?
Why else? My only intentions were to cause him pain and to destroy him from the onset.
That aside, I agree that making Nemo acknowledge Artina's presence is the best way to stop him.
Yes, I agree as well. If we can make him do that, we'll be able to tame the power of malice.
If we can control his malice, the power of Fear the Great will be weaned off, and that will be our chance to attack. Excellent. I will do whatever it takes to make him believe that she is an angel.
Mr. Vampire.
Mr. Bowsy is the only demon who would fight to make someone believe in angels.
Desco, you're wrong. Valsy isn't fighting for the sake of angels. He's fighting for the sake of Artina. But he probably won't admit it. Oh, and neither will Fen Fen.
Persistent, annoying, stubborn, irritating, bothersome bastards!
Jeez, don't be so mean.
You won't disappear! You won't die! I can't kill you!
Whoa, he's really pissed now.
Unforgivable! Unacceptable! I'll kill you! You're gonna die! Be gone!
This is ridiculous! We have to make him see Artina as soon as possible!
This is the malice? The core of Fear the Great? What intensity!
I feel like I'm being crushed by the sheer weight of malice.
Is he finally ready to settle this? Excellent! I accept the challenge!
Me too! I'm not gonna lose!
Desco won't either. Miss Artina's heart will reach Mr. Nemo.
Yes, for Artina's sake, I won't let you destroy this world. I will stop you, no matter what!
Shut up! Stop saying her name! Miss Artina wouldn't become an angel! I won't believe that!
Please believe us. I'm right here in front of you.
Shut up! Shut up! I can't hear you or see you! You're just one of the demons!
He heard me.
I won't approve of anyone! Demons! Angels! I won't forgive you! Die! Disappear! I'll destroy you!
Shut up! I admit that we demons have neglected our responsibilities and brought confusion to the lives of many humans. I pay my respects to your dedication and devotion, even after your body has perished. That being said, Judge Nemo, I'm going to defeat you, to bring Hades to the worlds and restore them to how they're supposed to be. Finally, to keep the promise I made, to protect the one I could not.
Mr. Vampire.
He totally said it. He declared to protect her. Go, Bowsy! A confession of his love. Desco doesn't know why, but her energy is 1,000,000 times higher now.
What is this? I'm kinda getting a tingling too.
No, it wasn't like that. Don't you dare misunderstand what I meant. I just want to keep the promises I made, so it has nothing to do with Artina. What I'm going to protect is... Oh yes, that's right. Sardines! I can't let sardines die off with the rest of the world. I said I'm going to protect sardines. Hey, are you guys listening to me?
No, not a single soul, my lord. And it's all because of your careless comment.
Yeah. No idea what's going on now. Get ready, Judge Nemo. I'll make you see through your blinded eyes. Now wake yourself up, Judge Nemo. I know you can see Artina.
Can you hear me?
No!
Can you see me?
No! I can't see anything!
I don't believe you. Please, just believe in my words once more. Just like you did back when you were a ragged soldier.
Huh. Miss Artina? You're really...
Yes. Please, open your heart to me. I'm right here.
I can see... I can see you! You're really an angel now.
That's correct. Artina became an angel after she died. She watched over you and tried to guide you, even though saving you was the reason she was killed. Even though she was called a thief in the Netherworld, she fought a lone battle to stop you from destroying the world.
That's absurd! How could she?
Yes, I too did not believe it at first, but that is the truth. For 400 years she watched over you and wept, the helplessly pure angel. But that's Artina.
I'm a bit offended to hear that from you, Mr. Vampire, who refused to drink blood because of a promise he made to a lady.
So I just didn't notice. I didn't know Miss Artina was watching over me all this time. I have been such a fool. And I knew what I was doing wasn't gonna make her happy. But I just couldn't forgive the humans, nor the demons. But now I see. She knows what I've been doing all this time. I'm the biggest fool here, and I've made Miss Artina sad once again.
Nemo! Wait! Are you running away?
He's gone.
The malicious tension in this area is slowly starting to lighten.
Then, did we defeat Fear the Great?
That's what it looks like. By the way, it was my lord Valvatores, not we.
Yay! My dream rocks! This dream is awesome! I saved the world! Now I just have to become a ruler of the world and fill this place with hot studs and tuxes, and it'll be a perfect happy ending!
Desco is glad Big Sis is happy, but she's not so sure about having saved the world as a final boss.
I did it, Father. Now the Netherworld will be saved.
But is everything really over?
It's really over. Please, don't worry, Miss Artina. Both Fear the Great and I will disappear now. Don't worry.
What? Disappear?
I'm so sorry, Miss Artina. I'm sorry.
What is he trying to do?
I think he's going to remove his soul along with Fear the Great. As long as Fear the Great's power keeps getting weaker, the possessed soul will return to Limbo as well.
Not even to Hades, huh? To complete nothingness.
To Limbo, for capital punishment, from where he will never reincarnate. He deserves it, I guess.
What? Considering what he's done, I think he deserves to be tortured even more.
Desco agrees with Big Sis. He shouldn't be allowed to just disappear.
You want to save him, don't you?
Huh? No, I didn't say that.
You don't have to pretend. I can tell by the look on your face.
Save him? That's ridiculous. If he is allowed to be saved, then what about all the lives that were lost because of him? Should we go back in time and save them too? He's a helpless fool. A fool who chose to perish because he couldn't bear his own weakness. And you say that you want to save him? Who do you think you are, Almighty God? What you're trying to do is the epitome of hypocrisy.
You know, you could be right. It might just be for my own satisfaction. What he's done is not something that can be forgiven. The weight of his sins is immeasurable. But that's exactly why I don't want him to be able to take the easy way out by simply disappearing. His sins may not be paid off for centuries. Perhaps it would take more than 400 years. But he must be made to face them.
More than 400 years? You're pretty harsh, Artina.
You know, that is the worst thing you could ever do to him. Fine. Let's give him the punishment he so rightly deserves.
And what would that be?
What do you think? Turn him into a Prinny, of course! I'll re-educate him thoroughly, as a Prinny instructor!
Lord, that is an excellent idea. Considering his sins, it will definitely take more than 400 years to pay them off.
The soul of a dead villain pays off his sins as a Prinny. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Just like you, right?
Hey, I'm not a villain, dead, or a Prinny!
I'm up for that idea, though. It's what you're supposed to do when you commit crimes in this world.
Disco has no objections either. The problem is, how are we gonna save him?
To save him, we must peel his soul away from Fear the Great before they perish together.
Then let's go! To save his soul before Fear the Great perishes! And to guide him down the path he deserves most! As a Prinny!
Miss Artina? Why? Please, leave quickly. Otherwise you will be dragged down into limbo, along with Fear the Great.
Are you serious? Then stop hiding and come on out already!
That's right. If you don't, Miss Artina is gonna be in more danger.
Time is running out. There's no time to argue. Just come out here. We're not leaving until we save your soul.
Save me. Is that supposed to be a joke?
No, we're serious.
Miss Artina, please leave me. I have committed something so terrible. It can't be undone. A sin which I will never be able to pay off. It's best that I just disappear now.
Toughen up already!
Miss Artina!
You might think this is how you'll pay for your sins, but honestly, that's not enough. You're just running away from your responsibilities. Disappear now? That's the cheapest and most cowardly way out.
Miss Artina, you may be right, but how else am I supposed to do it?
I'll tell you how. Become a Prinny and pay off your sins.
A Prinny?
You say that what you've done can't be undone, but there's no need to undo anything. Don't worry about anything else. Just work diligently as a Prinny. It could take hundreds or even thousands of years to purify your filthy soul. However, every sin is repayable. No matter how long it'll take, I'll make sure you pay it off.
You will?
Indeed, that's the duty of a Prinny instructor.
I'll help you too, with super hardcore punishment, so you'll be able to pay off your sins faster.
Me too. I've already come up with some tasks for you, like assassinating President Axel.
Disco wants to use you as a test subject for her new skills.
I'll prepare something more mentally burdening.
Everyone? Are you even trying to convince him to come back?
Well, he has the right to know the brutal path that's waiting for him. Not that I would let him back out now, even if he refuses to come.
Valvatores, I've done so much to you, yet you still do this for my sake? You'll make sure I pay off my sins?
Of course, because I am Valvatores, the Prinny instructor of Hades.
Valvatores, I...
This is...
The last resisting power that's trying to keep him here. As the core of Fear the Great.
How persistent. And this was supposed to be created by God? Listen up, God! It is the demons who must punish the humans for their sins. Your turn ends here. Now leave the center stage. Your system is no longer needed.
Demon, follow my order and present your vile soul! It's total domination!
Do you see now, God? This is the power of demons, angels, and humans. A power that's much stronger than yours. The ties of our camaraderie. Looks like you were finally released by the persistent hands of God.
I had no choice. You guys have done too much for me. Valvatores, you must have a lot of faith in Miss Artina.
What do you...
And you too, Miss Artina. You must have similar feelings towards him. Trust between a demon and a human. Well, I guess it's between a demon and an angel now. It's something that's very hard to believe for someone who's only seen the ugliness of wars amongst humans like me. Just one more time, I'll put my faith in this world again. Miss Artina, I don't know how many years it'll take me, but I will face my sins. And Valvatores, I hope you'll guide me through it until my sins are paid off.
Sure, you got it. I'll beat some sense into your head once you become a prinny in Hades.
Yeah, I'll make sure to be ready for that.
Rascal, this is a job for you now.
Me?
Who else? It's a death's duty to send souls to Hades.
But I've never reaped a soul before.
You can do it, Mr. Amizo!
Yeah, just be confident, but don't cut off any weird parts.
Emizo, please.
Okay. I'll do it. Judge Nemo, your life ended a long time ago. As death, I will reap your soul.
Thanks.
In the name of Death Amizel, I hereby sunder thy soul from this life.
Judge Nemo, I'll see you in Hades.
Finally, the worlds were saved by the hands of the rebels from Hades, led by tyrant Valvatores. Valvatores, Fenric, Fuka Kazumatsuri, Emizel, Desco, Artina. The names of these 6 heroes who saved the worlds were engraved into history to be taught for generations to come. On a side note, when Emizel was appointed to the position of Netherworld President, the name of President Axel was completely removed from public records and was forever sealed away in the darkness of history.